This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence. Choo choo! The Froggy Crossing inspiration train is approaching the station! This is not a drill, I repeat! This is not a drill, people! I'm feeling inspired! I'm feeling inspired! Hello and welcome back, my beautiful Froggy Army, to another video! Yes, you heard me correctly. I'm feeling inspired. For the first time in a while, I finally have an idea for a new build instead of just a remodel. I'm so excited. The idea just hit me like a train. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of train jokes in this video. Anyways, this is the area that we're starting with. This is part of my chaos area that I don't know what to do with. So we do get to fill a little bit of that in and utilize some of the rocks in the back, which is great. So I of course have to start out by clearing out the area, getting rid of some of this clutter. The train station is kind of city looking, so I don't want too much nature around it, you know, ruining the vibe, ruining the aesthetic, you know. But I do have to say, I kind of miss using a lot of nature elements on my island. Like back on my fairy core island, there were trees and flowers just everywhere. They were the perfect filler items in really any spot that just needed to be filled up. And on this island, I feel like I have a lot less of that. Like, it's not really a bad thing, just different, but I do miss it, so I'm excited to have something like that again on my farm core island, and I do hope to be working on that pretty soon. So now it's time for us to switch tracks and start up construction so we can start putting down some paths. I started by extending this dirt path that I already had to the left here. I figured that this would be like the main railroad track. This would just be like the main little area, and spoiler alert, I completely get rid of all of this, so don't get too attached to it. I know that you can get really attached to dirt paths, but it's okay. We have to let this one go. Then I start going in with my actual railroad tracks. Here's the code for it, and it will also be in my master list Google Doc, which you can find in the description down below. So my initial thought was to use these yellow sidewalk bumps because I feel like this is something that would be at a train station, like where you actually board the train and everything. So I was seeing how those looked next to the tracks, and they don't look bad at all. They look really cute. I liked it, but I just felt like it looked a little bit too yellow, so I wanted some other kind of tiles to go along with it. So I ended up re-downloading these gray city tiles that I've used before on my island, and it was such a good decision. I do feel like the main tracks are kind of muted a little bit color-wise, so a gray tile I felt like fits right in and just complements it really nicely. Side note, we are ignoring the little rock to the right of this whole area. I know it was a build I did a while ago, and I definitely want to, you know, switch it up, either totally remodel it or put something different or just tweak it. It's kind of a mess right now. Again, the custom designs everywhere on my island, disaster, but we just ignore. And here we have more dirt that I do end up scrapping later for multiple reasons. We will get to that for sure. But I just wanted to have like an extra little platform area for like, you know, benches and like clocks, trash cans, whatever else goes in a train station. I actually don't think I've ever ridden a train before. I can't remember if I have. I might be lying, but it's only because I literally have no memory of it. Maybe I did like as a child or something, but I literally don't think I've ever ridden like a train before. Anyway, now we're getting to decorating. I had a bunch of items that I wanted to include, a bunch of cute items, new 2.0 stuff that I was really excited to implement. One thing that Animal Crossing does have a good amount of is like city stuff. I guess they do really want you to make like a little bustling city island with lots of amenities because they got the lights, they got the signs, they got the utility poles, they got all this stuff. So we do have a overabundance of items that I can use that are actually perfect for this build. So here I am, just kind of like situating everything. But now here is where things start getting a little out of control. Things start derailing a little bit. I still wanted to use these yellow sidewalk bumps along the tracks, so, you know, I start putting them back down, right? But then things look kind of awkward and unbalanced because we have these gray tiles on the bottom still there, but none on the top near the rocks. So this is where I knew what I had to do, but I didn't want to accept it, but I knew I had to, but I didn't want to because I knew it was going to be a lot of work. I wanted to put some more gray tiles on the top, and here you see me put them down, and I thought I could make it work. I really thought I did. I truly thought I did. But you see that little gap You see that little gap? That little gap messed me up. Because we have the in-game path, you know, below it, it makes that little gap. And I can't put in-game pathing above it to close the gap because it's on the rocks. And it's just, yeah, I was just like, wow, okay, I really have to do this. What else do you do besides get rid of all the in-game pathing and just use custom designs? That's all you gotta do in this situation. At this point in the build, everything felt like it was going off the rails, and I was just like, I'm really destroying the whole thing. I literally just spent how long doing this, and I'm just destroying it. Like, we're getting rid of all of this main area section that I just did. But it's okay. Sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes that's the reality. Sometimes you gotta stumble to pick yourself back up. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, so as you can see at the top, now the yellow sidewalk bumps are flush with those gray tiles at the top where there was previously a little gap. And yeah, just everything's looking good. So I was just doing this kind of in sections just to make sure that everything was gonna look how I thought it was looking, and it did, because the in-game pathing was kind of messing it up, but I was fixing it, so it was all looking good. It was all looking good. It was just kind of annoying to have to redo everything, but again, it's the reality. I also love Cousteau in the back, just like throwing it back, just totally going to town. I don't know how that man doesn't run out of steam, you know? He's got all that energy. Love it for him. But yeah, I'm just chugging along, removing everything. Honestly, in times like these is when I just desperately wish that there was some sort of like mass terraforming tool for like cliffs or waterscaping or pathing. Like, why can't I have like a 4x4, like an extra large shovel scraper thingy, and I could at least do 4 tiles at a time, you know? Like, that would be so useful. I will spare you the full footage of me fixing everything. Here is what it looks like after it's finished. I added more gray tiles at the top there underneath the transportation stops. Ketchup is enjoying it. So that was great. At least my villagers are, you know, appreciating the stuff that I do. But now I got into more decorating, adding like another train stop. I tried to put this cave here because I thought it could be like the tunnel, but did not end up using that. Don't worry. It just does not fit. But adding a lot of like city stuff, like those little metal things, you know, and like more utility poles, because electricity, am I right? Electricity, let's hear it for electricity. Woo! Yes, couldn't live without it. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Anyway, adding a lot of cute city stuff. I do remove those string lights, even though they're very cute. I did end up going with that little like archway, castle archway, to be like a tunnel, and then I added a little plaza train so we can have an actual train. I'm so excited that we actually have like a train item. You know, in the past, just having these train tracks, people would have to like make train illusions or whatever, but now we have an actual train. And I am kind of debating changing the color of it. I was kind of going back and forth between a couple of the variations, so I may change it in the future. And also like the storage shed, I don't know why I just left it plain wood. I totally forgot that you could customize it, so those slight tweaks might be there in the future. But I also added this little like cute crosswalk signal that has a heart and a little ABD to be like a ticket machine or like an ATM or something. I don't know, I just felt like it really fit. Adding another curved streetlight. These are my new best friends. I don't care about the regular streetlights anymore. And also changing out the blue garbage pail for a steel trash can that's gray, because I feel like there was too much blue over there. And then adding a tree standee for more height. And here it is. Here it is. It is so cute. I love it so much. It's just so good. It's so good. It's really simple. Like, this was a pretty short build, but I feel like it's just so cute. And like, I don't know, just like look at it, you know what I mean? Like, what more can I even say? So I hope you really liked this build. I really enjoyed it. And now I want to take a minute to thank our sponsor for today's video, Squarespace. If you've been wanting to create a website, an online store, a portfolio, anything like that, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that can help you achieve, you know, basically anything that you're looking for. They have really beautiful templates that make it quick and easy to get started, and they have a ton of amazing features. Some of my favorites being their traffic overview, so you can see all of the nitty-gritty details of your page views and your stats and everything, and being able to connect my social media accounts to display my silly little posts directly on my website. Easy as that. So head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and once you're ready to launch your website, go to squarespace.com/froggycrossing to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you again, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video, and I hope you all have a great great rest of your day. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.